Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I would like to thank everyone once again for the support on my first video, and with that being said, I tried to record another Imperialism video a few days ago, but it got corrupted, so I had to completely scrap the idea and start over. For all of you Colorado fans, the Avalanche won. However, this video is a bit different. I'm going to be using NHL all-time teams including the Quebec Nordiques, Hartford Whalers, and the Minnesota North Stars. I hope you enjoy the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your prediction in the comments. Let's get right into the video. The first team making move is the Dallas Stars. This team has the likes of Mike Bonanno, and it looks like they're going to be going to their right and expanding into Louisiana. With our next move of the video, we have the Quebec Nordiques making their first move. This team is the team that Colorado became once they moved from Quebec to Colorado, and it looks like for their first move, they are going to be taking on the Ottawa Senators. And with that 3-2 loss, the Quebec Nordiques' return was very short-lived, being knocked out by the Ottawa Senators. And in this video, we are not going to be taking players from either team because it's all time, so they're just going to stay on the respective teams they played for. The next team making a move in this video is going to be the Minnesota Wild. They are sharing the state of Minnesota with the North Stars now, and it looks like they are going to be going up and to the left and taking on the Winnipeg Jets. And after coming back from a 4-0 deficit, the Minnesota Wild win 5-4 in a shootout to eliminate the Winnipeg Jets from this video. With Winnipeg being eliminated, our next move of the video is going to be from the Columbus Blue Jackets. Two of the newest teams in the game, Minnesota Wild and Columbus. So Columbus is going to be going straight down and expanding into West Virginia. After that recent expansion, we have the New Jersey Devils making their first move of the video with some very successful players in their history, including Martin Brodeur. And it looks like they are going to be going straight up into the right and taking on the Hartford Whalers right off the bat. And with that win by the New Jersey Devils, the Hartford Whalers are eliminated from this game, and the only historic team to remain is the Minnesota North Stars. On to the next move of our video, we have the Boston Bruins making their first move of the video. Being one of the original 6 teams in the NHL, they have a very, very good team, and it looks like they are going to be expanding up. After that recent expansion, our next move is going to be the Florida Panthers, whose only move is going straight up and taking on Tampa Bay, so that will be our matchup. And with that 5-3 win by the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Florida Panthers are our 4th team eliminated from this video, and now 1 team from Florida remains. After Tampa Bay defended themselves against the Florida Panthers, we have the Minnesota Wild making their second move of the video. And it looks like they are going to be going down to the left, which is just going to be taking over some territory. With that expansion, Minnesota has gained another large portion of land, and our next move is going to be the Ottawa Senators, who defended themselves against the Quebec Nordiques earlier in this video, and it looks like they are going to be going down and taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. And with that 4-1 win, the Toronto Maple Leafs have finally won a game in an NHL Imperialism video, making it out of the first round, defeating the Ottawa Senators. After Toronto finally won a playoff series, our next move of the video is going to be the Montreal Canadiens. Definitely someone Toronto does not want to see in this video, and they are going to be going straight down and taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs. And just like that, Toronto's Cinderella run to the second round of the playoffs is ended in a 2-0 defeat to the Montreal Canadiens. And after the Toronto 1967s are eliminated, our next move is going to be my favorite team, the Philadelphia Flyers. And it looks like their move is going to be going straight up and to the left, taking on the Buffalo. The Philadelphia Flyers expand into Western New York, taking out the Buffalo Sabres. The Flyers taking out the Buffalo Sabres. The next move is going to be from the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are also one of the newer teams in the NHL, so don't have the best alumni team. And it looks like they're going to be taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins, who are one of the original expansion teams in the NHL. And with that, the Pittsburgh Penguins have eliminated the Columbus Blue Jackets from this series, taking over Ohio and West Virginia. On to the next move of the video, we have the Chicago Blackhawks making their first move of the video, who are another one of the original 6 teams, so have a very good team. Chicago is going to be going straight down and taking on the St. Louis Blues. And with that 5-2 victory, the St. Louis Blues defeat the Chicago Blackhawks, eliminating them from this video. After Chicago is eliminated, we have the Colorado Avalanche making their first move of the video. And it looks like they are going to be going down into the left, which would be taking on the Phoenix Coyotes. And in a pretty large upset, the Arizona Coyotes defeat the Colorado Avalanche 4-3 to eliminate the Avalanche from this video. On to the next spin of our video, we have the Nashville Predators, another of the weaker alumni teams. We have them going down into the left, just expanding. Overall in this video, there has not been a bunch of expanding, but it seems to be teams that attack usually lose, and now we have the Montreal Canadiens making their first move since taking out the Toronto Maple Leafs, and that we have them going down to the left, taking on the Detroit Red Wings, another powerhouse original 6 team in this video. After a third period comeback, the Detroit Red Wings come back and win 4-3 to defeat the Montreal Canadiens from this NHL Imperialism video. That continues the theme of this video with the team trying to invade, losing to the team they're invading. And now we have the New Jersey Devils, who are going to be taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's see if the theme continues and if they win or if they lose against the Flyers. And with that, the theme of the video continues with the Flyers defeating the Devils 1-0, eliminating them from this series. And now the next move of our video is going to be the Washington Capitals, who are going to be going down and expanding into Virginia. With that expansion by Washington, we have our next move belonging to the Anaheim Ducks, with the first move by any team in California. The first move from a California team is going to be an invasion of the Arizona Coyotes. Continues with the Arizona Coyotes defeating the Anaheim Ducks in a shootout to eliminate the Ducks from the video and the first team gone from California. With that, 20 teams are remaining, and our next move of the video belongs to the Carolina Hurricanes, and it looks like they are going to be going up and to the left, which looks like they are going to be taking on the Nashville Predators.
There's gonna be tears. Wait, don't look now, it's cauliflower is stained glass, burgundy veneers, loves around, mate, loves a party.
And with that, the Carolina Hurricanes completely blow out the Nashville Predators 8-0, completely wiping them off of the map and eliminating them from this video. After that blowout of a win, our next move is going to be the Edmonton Oilers making their first move of the video, and it looks like they are going to be going to the right and expanding. On to the next part of our video, we are going to have the Minnesota North Stars making their first move of the video, and it looks like they are going to be going to the right and expanding into Wisconsin. After that expansion, our next move is going to be the Arizona Coyotes again, who have already taken out the Colorado Avalanche and the Anaheim Ducks. And it looks like they are going to be going to their left and taking on the LA Kings now. The Arizona Coyotes fall 4-3 in a shootout to the LA Kings despite holding a lead the entire game, and are now eliminated from this NHL Imperialism video. On to the next move of our video, we have the St. Louis Blues making their second move of the video after deleting the Chicago Blackhawks from the game. Next up, they're going to be going down and to the right, taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. Despite being down 4-2 in the third period, the St. Louis Blues come back, defeating the Carolina Hurricanes 5-4 to eliminate them from this video. On to the next portion of the video, we have the Vancouver Canucks making their first move of the video, and it looks like they are going to be going straight down into Washington. After that expansion, the next move is going to belong to the Tampa Bay Lightning, and it looks like they are going to be going to their left and they're going to be going up against the St. Louis Blues. St. Louis holds on to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning and take control over Florida, now having a very odd-shaped territory. Now that Tampa has been eliminated, the next move of the video belongs to the Boston Bruins. And the Boston Bruins are going to be expanding up into Maine. Our next move of the video belongs to the Minnesota Wild, who have taken control of a large portion of Canada, and they're going to be going down to their right and taking on the Minnesota North Stars to be the ultimate team from Minnesota. The North Stars defeat the Minnesota Wild 4-0 to be the only historic team left in the simulation, as well as defeating the Minnesota Wild and eliminating them from this video. With that, we are down to our final 15 teams, and we have the Calgary Flames making their first move of the video, and it looks like they are going to be going down and to the right and expanding into Montana. After that expansion, our next move belongs to the Edmonton Oilers, and they are going to be going down and to the left, and it looks like they are going to be taking on the Calgary Flames in the Battle of Alberta. And with that, the Oilers win the Battle of Alberta, defeating the Calgary Flames 4-0, with the game-winning goals being scored by Georges Laraque, eliminating the Calgary Flames from this video. After Edmonton has deleted Calgary from this game, we have the Washington Capitals making their second move of the video, in which they go up and to their left and play the Pittsburgh Penguins in the Battle of Sidney Crosby versus Alexander Ovechkin. With a 4-goal second period, the Washington Capitals eliminate the Pittsburgh Penguins from the series, defeating them 5-4. With Pittsburgh being eliminated from the game, our next move is going to be the Minnesota North Stars once again, who are now in full control over the state of Minnesota. And they are going to be going to their right and taking on the Detroit Red Wings. And once again, with a 4-goal second period, the Minnesota North Stars defeat the Detroit Red Wings and eliminate them from this series and remain as the only historic team left in this franchise. And with that, we are down to our final 10 teams, with our next move belonging to the New York Islanders, this is their first move of the video and have yet to make a single move. And they're going to be going down and taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. And with that, the New York Islanders defeat the Philadelphia Flyers, eliminating them from this video. And with that, the next move of our video is going to be the Boston Bruins, who are going to have to play against someone because they are landlocked. And they are going to be going to their left and taking on the New York Islanders. And with that 3-1 win, the New York Islanders defeat the Boston Bruins, leaving the only remaining Original Six team being the New York Rangers. With that, we are on to the next part of the video, with the New York Rangers, the last of the Original Six teams, making their first move. And it looks like they are going to be going after the Minnesota North Stars. And just like that, the New York Rangers have taken over all of Minnesota North Stars property, controlling the majority of Canada and knocking out the only historic team remaining from this game. With the next part of our video, we have the Dallas Stars making their first move since the beginning of the video, in which they are going up and expanding into Oklahoma. After the second expansion by Dallas, the next move is going to be the Washington Capitals, who will be going straight down and taking on the St. Louis Blues. With that 3-2 shootout win, the St. Louis Blues eliminate the Washington Capitals from this video in having an even more oddly shaped territory. Down to our final 8 teams. Our next move belongs to the St. Louis Blues, who had just taken out the Washington Capitals. And their move is going to be going straight up and taking on the New York Rangers. And for the second game in a row, the St. Louis Blues win 3-2 in a shootout, eliminating the last remaining Original Six team, the New York Rangers. On to the next part of the video, we have the Edmonton Oilers making their first move in a while, with them going straight down to their left and expanding once again into Idaho. Now to the next part, we have the LA Kings making their first move since taking out the Coyotes, which is going to be going up and to their left and taking on the San Jose Sharks. And with that game, the San Jose Sharks can take control of all of California, eliminating the LA Kings from this game 4-3 in a shootout. The next move of the video belongs to the Edmonton Oilers once again, in which they are going to go to their left and finally take on the Vancouver Canucks to be the last team remaining in Canada. And with that 4-0 victory, the Edmonton Oilers eliminate the Vancouver Canucks from this video, being the last team remaining in Canada. With the top 5 set, our next move of the video belongs to the San Jose Sharks, and they are going to be going to their right and expanding into Nevada. After San Jose's first move, the next move belongs to the New York Islanders, in which they are going to be going up and to the left and taking on the St. Louis Blues. And with that win by the New York Islanders, the St. Louis Blues have been eliminated, and the next move of the video belongs to the Edmonton Oilers, in which they are going to be going down and to the left and expanding into Washington. After that expansion into Washington by Edmonton, the New York Islanders, who recently just took over all of St. Louis, is going to be going up and to the left and taking on the Edmonton Oilers for control of all of Canada and a large portion of the East Coast. Despite outshooting the New York Islanders 44-19, the New York Islanders win 2-1 in a shootout, defeating the Edmonton Oilers. Down to our final 3 teams. The first team making a move is going to be once again the New York Islanders, in which they are going once again to their left, and they are going to be expanding into Indiana. After that expansion by the New York Islanders, the next move belongs to the San Jose Sharks, in which they are going to be going up and to the left and taking on the New York Islanders for control of all of Canada and a large portion of the East Coast. And with the 4-0 shutout victory over the San Jose Sharks, the New York Islanders eliminate the Sharks from contention, and the final 2 teams are going to be the Dallas Stars and the New York Islanders. We are just going to be jumping right into the game between the Islanders and the Stars because it's inevitable. They are going to be playing against each other to be crowned NHL Imperialism 2 all-time team champions. defeated the New York Islanders to win 3-0 in that game and to overall be the NHL 2 Imperialism all-time team. Congratulations, Dallas, and hopefully we can see you win a game in the normal NHL Imperialism of current teams.